Friends, let's study merchanting trade. Before that, let's understand what is a merchant. Merchant is that person who just transfers the goods from one place to another without doing any value addition. So, what is merchanting trade? This is a country of the trader. This is a country from which he imports the goods, and this is the country where he exports the goods. He just imports the goods from here and transfers it to the next exporting country without bringing it to his own country and without doing any value addition. So this trade is known as merchanting trade. Remember, the goods don't enter the country of the merchant. What does RBI say about it? Goods involved should be permitted to be imported in India. Means even though they do not come in India, but then also they should be permitted to be imported in India, and all regulations for import and export are complied with. The entire merchanting trade transaction should be completed within 9 months, and the cash outlay, there should not be an outlay of foreign exchange for more than 4 months. Important point is both the legs of the merchanting trade should be routed through the same bank. Next is commencement and completion. When does the merchanting trade start? It starts from would be the date of shipment or export leg receipt or import leg payment. Either of these three would be the commencement date, whichever is first, and completion would be date of shipment or export leg receipt or import leg payment, means again the same, whichever is last. Next is buyer's credit and supplier's credit can be given to merchanting trade only and when to the extent money is not received from the export leg. Means if the export leg payment is received, then why does the customer need the payment? And if the payment is not received, only then the bank needs to fund him, and also to that extent to which he has not received. Means suppose if $100 transaction and he has received $50, then bank needs to fund only $50. If payment from export leg is received first, then bank must earmark those funds for the payment of import leg, but it can allow to park those funds in the interest bearing account in the meantime. Means before the import leg payment is made, the customer can park the funds in interest bearing account so that he can earn something. Then advance payment on the import leg is allowed by the bank. It means somebody can make the advance payment for the import leg, but beyond 20,000, if the import payment is to be made, it should be backed by the guarantee. LC for the import leg is allowed. Means the bank can issue the LC for the import leg, but it should be based on the amount of the export leg, and also the goods should be the same, and period of that LC should not be more than 9 months. The customer can make the payment of the import leg through his EEFc account balance. These 2 points are very important. Bank has to do one-to-one matching of the import and export and report the discrepancy to RBI on a half-yearly basis. Means 15 days from the end of June and December. And next one is defaulting merchant trader. Means where the outstanding of a merchant trader is more than 5% of the annual export, and when this happens, means is more than 5% of the annual export. When this happens, he has to be put into the caution list. The merchanting trader should be the actual dealer in those goods, means actual merchant doing the business of those goods, and not merely the commission agent. The trade should result in good profits of the trader. Now this is something to be checked by the bank, which is not the job of the bank, but it is to be checked. While reporting the transaction in our returns, following codes should be used. For export, P0108, and for import, S0108. So that was it regarding merchanting trade. Based on the latest circular, you can buy this CDCS with explanations question bank from yuvagrow.com. Also for other banking exams like JIB and CIB, you can buy with explanations question bank from this site. You can download this app from Play Store to get these videos, question banks, etc. You can follow us on Facebook.